It's a transition screen. I was gonna say something to start, but I completely lost it as soon as I switched over the screens. It's episode 6 though. Number 6, the devil's number. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Projects is super enthusiastic today. Dun 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 dun. Put on my glasses.
Ominous.
Since I got back, I drove as fast as I could safely do. And at some points a little unsafely, I will admit. I may have broken the speed limit 1 or 2 times. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Well, if I never went back down, that was only like 1 or 2 times. You know what I mean? If I only stopped twice. Topics of discussion today, I think, have to be what everybody is talking about. You know what I'm alluding to here?
Fortnite?
I'm gonna punch you next time I see you. I'm gonna fucking hit you. Just gonna walk up and fucking smack you across the face.
Everybody loves Fortnite.
Stop clapping, it's so loud. No, obviously we're gonna be talking about Master Chief coming into Jump Force because it's the most epic news I've ever seen in my life. No, but seriously, Halo making a return to PC. A return. I don't like that in the trailer they said Halo is the Master Chief collection is coming to PC. It should have been like Halo is coming home because it was originally only for PC. You know what I'm saying? Combat Evolved. I remember you and I used to play Combat Evolved, a pirated version.
It wasn't a pirate version. It was like the trial version.
What do you mean? You could play the whole game?
No, it was only like a segment of the multiplayer and like the first mission of the campaign.
No, you could finish the whole campaign.
Uh,
Yeah, huh? You had a
No,
different version
that's
than me though,
good.
then, because I could finish the whole campaign.
Oh. So you pirated it then.
Because I could finish the
That's
whole
the
campaign.
trial version.
You finish the whole campaign. But yes, it only did have Blood Gulch. The original Blood Gulch. From way back in the way back. The Blood Gulch that Rooster Teeth's Red vs. Blue started on. Which is pretty dope. Hold on a second. I have a question now. You said that you think that the esports is gonna be fucking huge for that shit.
Think so.
You think so? You think the esports is gonna skyrocket for that shit?
I said it. I think yesterday. It may have
Mhm.
been yesterday or the day before.
That it's
No,
gonna be like
it was announced
CS:GO.
yesterday, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
It's gonna be like the next game like CS:GO where just like everyone has it. Because I mean, it's like the value you're getting from the Master Chief Collection. It's like, well, why won't you why not buy it? You're getting all these fucking legendary games, excluding Halo 4. Halo 4 is not that great. And depending on some people's point of view, even Reach wasn't as great as people may think it is. It's not the worst Halo, but it's definitely not
bold statement. You like Reach?
Yeah, I like it. I don't think it's like necessarily a bad game, but it's definitely not.
I just like the
best.
armor of Reach. If I can.
Yeah, the armor customization is definitely like one of the best parts of the game, and the Forge, pretty damn good.
I'm excited for Forge on PC, just because I feel like it's like not to belittle the. Actually, no. This is more of a belittling to the PC people. like I feel like PC people have a lot less going for them, so they spend a lot more time on shit when it comes to games. Like the maps people are gonna create on PC versus on console, I feel like are gonna be a bit absurd.
I hope. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I hope that they integrate the Steam Workshop with it. That'd be pretty cool.
Ooh, yeah, I don't know if that'd happen either. It would be smart of
I don't,
them.
I don't think it's gonna happen because it's gonna be on the Windows Store too. But
Yeah,
Mhm.
if you could mod Halo, it'd be over.
yeah, the fucking game would just live on like Skyrim.
Yeah, it would never die. People would make new missions, like weird ass game modes, brand new maps. Like
Just like new weapons, new armors, just like everything.
it would be absurd. The new maps is the thing I would be more concerned about, because then you could put them, like you could actually get those potentially put into like the norm, like you can play against people. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
new multiplayer maps, not like officially supported, but some sort of like, because Steam Workshop has like its own little servers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you can play the Steam Workshop shit. And that, as Ben Shapiro would say, would be epic. That'd be fantastic. Which Halo are you most excited to replay on PC?
Halo 4. No, definitely Halo 3. I don't. I'm pretty sure for most people it's gonna be Halo 2 or 3.
Yeah, I think those are the two that kind of made Halo like a household name, like where everybody either played it like played it with a friend, or like those are the ones that people loved. Were like, I think 3 being even more than 2. I think 3 is probably the peak for Halo in most people's opinion. I'm excited to play Combat Evolved. Just because fuck it. It's the first Halo I played. It's I think it's going to be interesting though. I feel, now I don't want to be negative, but I feel like it's going to suck at launch. Like you know what I mean? I feel like it's going to have problems at launch. Sorry, I was looking at the next topic thing that I want to talk about. I got it right here. I feel like the servers are gonna like clutter up. Like you're not gonna be able to play. There's gonna be like a lot of crashes and shit like that. Like I don't know. I feel like that's the trend for games, especially like big AAA games that are like anticipated. You know what I mean? Especially on PC, I feel like the servers are always like overflowing. There's never enough room for people. Like there's always day one patches that they have to put out because of bugs and crashes and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna get a fucking error that says my graphics card got pulled out of its fucking socket.
It just slipped out of its PCI slot.
Yeah, to give a little bit of background on that. Me and Projects were playing Apex yesterday, and Apex hit me with a fucking an error message that said that my GPU got pulled out of the motherboard, and then I needed to put it back in order to continue playing, and it crashed my game, which Projects and our partner went on to win. So fuck you, Apex. My graphics card didn't get pulled out.
I think that's probably like the third or fourth time that's happened.
What?
Where you crash out and we end up winning.
Yeah. I tend to crash on wins. It's fun. It's great. It's actually the fourth time. I've kept track because it makes me mad. Yeah, it upsets me. The green screen's fucked up. Just deal with it, all right, guys? Like, I'm not gonna fucking fix that shit right now. I just got back from fucking picking somebody up from the goddamn bus stop. I'm fucking already mad about it. It's fucking cold, man. It's windy. I don't want to be out there. That kind of shit.
It's a little breezy.
It's a little breezy. Okay. Chris Brown up in this bitch. Are you excited for the multiplayer?
Of Halo?
Yeah, because I know you're good at it.
Oh yeah.
I am not excited for the multiplayer.
I am. I'm more excited for the multiplayer than any of the campaign.
I'm not excited for the multiplayer because I've never been good at Halo multiplayer. Ever.
Yeah, but it's on console. It's on PC. It's gonna be different.
Yeah, I understand that. But my biggest problem with Halo, it's always been my problem, is the fucking amount of time it takes to kill somebody always bothers me.
Like
Like,
you play like SWAT or something.
see, that's what I usually play. I usually play squat. Here, I'll cover it with my body. Jesus. I usually play squat and like multi-team. SWAT is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Jesus, never mind. I'm not gonna cover the green screen. I think it's fucking. That light is blinding as a motherfucker. Multi-team SWAT is one of my favorite. Multi-teams I enjoy, but then I feel like for most game modes it becomes like a clusterfuck. And I don't do well in like twitchy situations. I tend to like fail in twitchy situations. And in multi-teams you have people spawning everywhere and it's like fuck that. But yeah, I'm not really excited about the multiplayer just because I've never been good at it. So I feel like we're going to play it and I'm just going to be like cuz like it's one thing to be bad at a game and then improve, and it's another thing to just always be shit at a game. And it's like I'm not with that because it's like if I'm just bad at the game, like I'm not making an excuse. I'm just bad at the game. You know what I mean? I'm not like saying like, "Oh, Halo's broken. That's why I don't like it." Like, no, I suck. That's why I don't enjoy playing it. It's just genuinely I'm bad at Halo, so I don't enjoy playing the game. The fucking throwing nades and then jumping in and shotgunning somebody in the face sounds simple, but I could just never do it. I don't know. But then again, like you said, it's on PC.
There's gonna be fucking field of view sliders. That's like the best fucking part.
That's the only reason you play on PC. Fuck what anybody says about the graphics or the frame rate or anything. You play on PC for field of view sliders. Simple as that.
That's like ever since I played the that El Dorito Halo, it was released on PC like I think almost a year ago actually, the one that got shut down by Microsoft.
Oh, the like Asian one?
No, it wasn't. It was a Russian one because
Oh,
it
the
was
Russian one, right?
basic. Yeah, it was basically just that. It was the Halo Online was what it was originally called, but like a
Yes.
team of modders took all their files and like basically just like worked on all of that to make it like updated since it was like canceled even longer ago.
I remember you you played
I
that.
still have it. I don't know if people play it still, but ever since playing that with like the field of view slider, because that's one thing that I've always hated about Halo is the field of view in Halo is really fucking narrow.
It's weird.
And when you get into like really like close quarters battles, you feel fucking like
Blind.
like constricted, and it's like really fucking annoying.
Yeah, it feels like you have blinders on.
But with that field of view slider on, it just feels so much better. Feels so like just
Crisp.
like a breath of fresh air.
Get it out. You can do it. I believe in you. You heard it here first. See, now you got me fucking up. You heard it here first, folks. You play on PC for the field of view sliders. You don't play for the graphics. You don't play for the FPS. You don't play for the mod support. Anything. You play on PC for field of view sliders. And 9 times out of 10, you max that shit out. Not really. I'd say like 7 times out of 10. 7 times out of 10, you max that shit out. Because pretend like you're playing Quake Pro.
If you can see your elbows, then you've probably gone a little too far. The field of view slide.
If you can see that your gun floats with no hands holding it, you might want to reel it back a second and be like, whoop. I wanted to talk about a game it's very far from coming out, but it's what I thought Siege was gonna be more like, and it's what I miss from games like Rainbow Six Vegas. If you remember Rainbow Six Vegas,
yeah.
Did you play Rainbow Six Vegas? I don't know if you played it.
I played the second one. I never played
The first one.
the first one.
It's the Ready or Not game.
Man, it's
If you guys
I
haven't,
think it's the spiritual successor to SWAT 4. I don't know if
yeah,
it's
the
actually like
dev,
called that, but
one of the devs. The reason people are saying that is because one of the devs was like in the modding community for that game, and he worked on a very very popular mod for SWAT 4.
uh,
So if you guys haven't checked it out, a couple people made videos on it. Jack Frags, I think's made the best video on it. It's called Ready or Not. It's a tactical, slow-paced shooter where the objectives are supposed to change, but the main objectives that it looks like right now are like hostage scenarios, like people robbing banks, and you got to like go in there tactically, take out the suspects, and rescue the hostages. It looks like you can go lethal and non-lethal, but let's be real, you're going in lethal, right? Like, what's the fun in non-lethal? Unless there's like achievements or something for it, then I guess you go in non-lethal. Because unless it's Metro, I don't think there's any fun in going sneaky beaky. Like, am I right, Projects?
oh yeah.
you gotta beat the whole game, killing minimum people.
I don't think in this game you're gonna be able to roundhouse kick people in the head.
Well, you can do like non-lethal takedowns. You can like knock people out and like zip tie them up, but I don't know. I feel like lethal's the way to go. There's a bunch of non-lethal things, which I think is cool that they're going that into detail. They have like stun guns, they have beanbag shotguns, they have flash grenades. They have like a whole door mechanic where like you can crack the door, you can halfway open the door, you can open the door completely, you can like blow the hinges off the door, and the door will just fall because it has no fucking hinges.
I remember seeing that in the trailer, which I thought it was kind of weird at first because the guy shot the doorknob and that was it, and the door fell over.
Yeah, that might have been
Normally,
like just like a proof of concept kind of thing.
yeah, normally they like shoot two like parts of the door and then kick it in.
Well, yeah, because if you shoot the hinges off, like nothing's holding the fucking door up. But there is a way where you can shoot out the doorknob and kick the door in now. So there's like 50 different ways you can just enter a room, which is pretty dope. There's a lot of randomization for the same exact scenario, so that there's a lot more replayability. Like there's traps that the people set. There is like where the people are stationed and where the objective is stationed. So like the hostages or whatever are moved around, which is pretty fucking cool because like you can open a door and then like it be fine and then lose the mission and come right back in, right? And open that same door and it be fucking booby trapped with a fucking frag grenade and then you blow your fucking brains out. They are catering to the co-op community, it looks like, but there is they are working on UIs and whatnot to make the game single player so you can command your folk. Much like in Rainbow Six, you can tell people to breach and clear, to go in silent. You know what I mean? They have a lot of gizmos and gadgets. They love that they have like little drones and those little like wire cams. You know what I'm talking about? That you can like stick under doors and shit like that.
Yeah, like telescope things.
Yeah. You can buy negotiators and stuff because there's a planning phase before you actually start your mission. You can get negotiators and things like that to help, you know, your hostage rescue. So it's a pretty good simulation, I would say. So that's pretty fucking dope. The multiplayer is going to be interesting because they said that they're going to have things like VIP, hostage rescue. So, you know, similar to Counter-Strike and Siege, more similar to Siege, but a lot more slow-paced. So I feel like that's going to be interesting for a multiplayer. They did say they're going to have like TDM and stuff like that, which I'm sure will pick up the pace. You know what I mean? And like it'll crank that back up to like a normal, like what we're used to speed for multiplayer games. But I am interested in playing the more like if they have like a more tactical one, right? Where like there's a planning phase for the terrorists and the counter terrorists.
Yeah.
And then like you can like somewhat like Siege, right? Where you can set up booby traps. except for what I want to see is not be, the one of the things I really don't like about Siege is that you get those little robots and everyone just drives around. You know what I mean?
Oh, in like the beginning phase.
Yeah, and they see everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, so what's the point of being like tricky? You know what I mean? They know where everything's at. You know what I mean? So I don't want to see that. I want to see like more realistic to where like the SWAT is going in blind, but they can make, like educated guesses, like tactical entries, and be like, we want to go in here because we can put snipers up there. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like
I
that.
assume that's why they have like those fucking little like telescope cameras to do shit like that. To
Yeah,
be able to
but
like check doorways and stuff, see if there's anybody there.
they're handheld. They're not little robots that drive around.
I
You
know
know?
that's why they like when you're outside getting ready to like breach, you can maybe like go around the house and see what might be the best area to go in from or something.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's like probably to check like for booby traps and doors and whatnot, which is nice
Well,
because
actually, I don't know if they're all going to be houses, but
no, there was like banks and shit in the previews that I was looking at, like full fledged like banks. But what I'm saying is like if you have it handheld versus a little drone where you're completely invulnerable and nothing's gonna happen to you. If I see like a little fucking spy cam come through the door, I'm just gonna blast the door. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So like it makes it like I can live with that because there's a lot more like risk versus reward on that one, versus a little drone where you could just see everything before you even go in. It's like, well, that's the whole point, right? Is to have the element of surprise. I'm sure it's like a balancing thing or whatever. I don't give a fuck.
I think that's how it actually was. Like when Siege was first showed off, I think it was something a lot more like that. Then I know Siege was hit pretty hard with like the controversies of like downgrades and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So I think that was like kind of what it was like originally supposed to be like. I think because I do remember watching like a trailer that where they were like planning out where to go.
yes.
Because I think right now in Siege, the only thing you do is really like choose where you spawn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think that's it.
I do remember each person picking a place to spawn, and then they were like doing like tactical entries to go in at specific times. And the gameplay was like 10,000 times lower in that gameplay trailer. I know which one you're talking about. The one where they're in the house and they blow like the floor and they have like the hostage behind a riot shield. That one, yeah. It was definitely a lot slower in the trailer. It did not end up being that way. It ended up being like a hero shooter because every operator has like their own special abilities and all this weird shit.
It's basically what it boiled down to now.
Yeah, now. But supposedly, according to these guys, when they release the multiplayer, they plan to release it as equal parts. So same guns like available, same equipment available, same kits available on both sides, regardless of whether you're terrorist or counter terrorist, just for balancing purposes. Which I can respect. I don't care too much about that. I care more about the gameplay. I want to see slow, tactical, methodical gameplay. From this shooter that's supposed to be a slow, methodical, tactical shooter. You know what I mean? It just makes more sense. But it did say it's not going to release until like 2020.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, damn, that's a little whiles away.
That is a ways away, but if you are a fan of like slow, like methodical games, keep a lookout for Ready or Not. They are definitely they're definitely working slow, but making progress. Making progress if I do dare say myself.
Oops.
The Doom trailer is something I want. I didn't watch that. Can you like?
Oh, the movie trailer.
Yeah, can you give me like a little like summary? I didn't watch it.
There isn't really much to it. It just like jumps around to like a bunch of like random points. But
Points of what though? Oh, of the movie?
yeah. But oh boy, does it definitely look like a B movie. It does not look like they had a high budget.
Mm, actually,
Cause
that kind of makes me. Who's making it?
I I really have no idea. I think I think the director of that movie. What movie did he make? It wasn't a very good movie, but he's made a couple that were just like kind of, you know, B movies, not very popular.
Right, right, right.
But there's one that he made that was, what was it? I'd have to look it up because I can't remember exactly what it was. Because I think it was like a relatively well-known movie, and not being that good was one of the reasons.
Is there any famous actors in it?
No. As far as I know, there isn't.
Hold on. I'm just kind of like still framing it. Oh, the guns. Ooh, the guns. Yeah, the guns look like cosplay guns. They look like
Hey,
something that you would make out of styrofoam to go to
one of the
Comic Con.
scenes one of the scenes in the little trailer, one of like the characters is like running with their, like, you know, they have their armor on and everything, the helmet.
Uh-huh.
The fucking the helmet looks like it's just made out of a piece of cardboard, because when he's running you can see it like bobbing around, like it has
Hold
no
on.
weight to it or anything.
Yeah, I'm taking a look. Let me see.
And you just it's
Oh, the female.
yeah, it's one of those scenes. It's
Um,
not looking too pretty right now.
it's it. You know what it looks like? No, actually, that's that. I would say that's kind of like the disservice. It looks like a fan like series, like a web series.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
that's kind of what you know what it kind of looks like a like Halo. What is that Halo like fucking short series? Um, where they're at school or whatever, at the academy. You know,
I think it was
Forward on
Forward Unto
Dawn.
Dawn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like that, but with less of a budget. Like it looks like a it looks like something that's gonna be put on somebody's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Like
Probably be a better fit.
they have a female protagonist, which welcome to 2019.
I think they have a couple.
Like no, I think the main character. It looks like the main character is gonna be a chick.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to 2019. Every character has to be a girl now because feminism.
I think the one of the actors that's on the movie posted a tweet. It was probably, I think it was a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
They said, she said, "Who needs Doom guy when you got Doom girl?" Or it was something like that. I was just like, come.
Like here's the thing. The point is that it's not, like the problem isn't that it's a girl protagonist. It's that they always make the girl protagonist a shitty protagonist. You know what I mean? Like they always make them cringe. They always make them like this like I'm a strong independent woman. Like you don't need to tell me that. All
Yeah,
right?
it seems like
When you're
real.
by yourself slaying 8,000 goblins, like I think I can understand that you're probably a strong independent female. I don't need you to physically say it into the camera and then give me like a fucking we can do it muscle flex into the camera. You know what I mean? Like I get it. You're a female lead, a strong female lead. That's fine. But
Oh, oh,
don't give me all this cringe shit.
a lot of the time it just like feels ham-fisted. Like, all right, I get it. You don't need to like shove it in my face.
Well, that's what I mean. Like they take this strong female protagonist, they put her in a situation where she becomes a strong female protagonist, but then they're like, "Hey, you see our strong female protagonist? She's gonna do strong, independent female protagonist things. Look at these strong, independent female protagonist things she's doing. Look at our strong, independent female protagonist." Like I fucking get it. Like I understand. I'm not a fucking idiot. Like you don't tell me 800 times that it's a strong male protagonist, do you? No, you fucking don't. It's like Tomb Raider, right? I think is an excellent example of a strong female protagonist, but they don't like, hey, she's a strong female protagonist. Look, isn't that cool? Isn't it cool that she's a strong female?
A badass.
Yeah, she just does shit. It's the like, actions speak louder than words. Like, you can tell me 800 times she's a strong female protagonist, but the more you tell me, the less I give a shit. You know what I mean? And it's like, on top of that, if you tell me a bunch of times, it's gonna make me feel like you just couldn't show me, and it's laziness on your part, and it's gonna make me think that the movie is less quality because of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the problem with the female protagonists of lately. Like, it's not that they're girls, it's that they write them like fucking like cringe kings. It's like, no, we don't need that shit. Like, I don't need you to tell me 800 times she's a girl. I got it. Like, strong female protagonists is like, what? I can't do it because I'm a girl. What? I can't do it because like 800 times in a movie. It's like, I get it. There's a gender inequality in this universe. Like, chill the fuck out. It's like, went to Costco, and one of the chicks was like, do you need help loading your carts? I was like, nah, I'm good, I got it. And she goes, why? Is it because I'm a girl? Trust me, I can do it. I'm like, I looked at her, I'm like, no, it's not because you're a girl. I was like, it's because it's not your fucking job to help someone who's perfectly capable of loading their cart. If I was an old man, then yes, I would take your help. But I am perfectly capable, and on top of that, I'm going to get paid to load these carts onto my truck. So continue to do the job that you're getting paid for, and I'll do the job I'm getting paid for. It has nothing to do with the fact that you're a girl. If you were a guy, I would have told you just the same. Like, Jesus Christ. What is wrong with you? And on the flip side, I got hit on by a prostitute this week, which I thought was pretty interesting. I didn't really know where to plug that in, so I just felt like that was a good time. It was a good time for Benny to just kind of shoot that one in there. I was at Lowe's, and I was like getting out of my car, and I'm like walking down, and the girl's like, "Hey, sweetie," and I'm just like, "Hi." And then she's like, "Ooh, you kind of cute," and I was like, "Thanks," right? And I'm just like trying to get into fucking Lowe's. And she's got like her gang of like prostitutes around her, and she goes, sweetie, you pretty cute, I'll give you half off. And I was like, no thank you. And I'm like, what? She's like, well, you think about it, sweetie, I may even go down to 75% because you pretty cute. And I was like, all right, I get it. Damn. Thank you, I am flattered, right? But I am going to go into Lowe's because I am terrified of your gang of prostitutes that are just chilling at fucking Lowe's. Like, what the fuck are you doing at Lowe's? Like, what are you doing at Lowe's? There's like a million casinos and you're chilling at Lowe's. Like, what the fuck? It was definitely interesting, to say the very least. But I could have got 75% off on a BJ. That's all I know. How cheap does the prostitute have to be, Projects, before you're like, fuck it, I'ma fuck it?
I don't think I would. I don't know if I trust that. if they're willing to give a discount.
If they're willing to give it, wait, what? Why is that when you stop trusting it?
Because they might, they just don't get enough business because of certain reasons. Maybe
they're not quality. They're not a high quality enough prostitute.
Yeah, maybe.
Quality escorts don't give out discounts. Is that what you're saying, Projects?
I mean, probably.
Hold on.
Right?
Hold on. Time out. You calling me ugly, bro? You saying that I'm not attracted enough to get a quality discount from a quality prostitute?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That hangs out in front of Lowe's?
It's just that, just the luck of the draw right there. You just got a bad prostitute.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would ever trust a prostitute. Like,
especially if she offers discounts.
Today is a very high learning episode. You learned why you play on PC versus console, and now you're learning to never trust a prostitute, especially if she gives discounts.
There's already enough red flags as is, I think. That might be a little too much.
No, it's always surprising to me when because like we live in Vegas, so there's a pretty decent amount of prostitutes rolling around on the streets. And when you see them get picked up, it's really interesting because it's like I've seen them get dropped off and picked up. Okay. And it's like as a man, right? Just think about this for a second. You're just so in need of some cooter, of some coochie, that you're willing to pick up somebody who just probably got fucked by some other nasty, greasy, fucking desperate man, and you're just about to stick it in right after. Like, even with a condom, I feel like that's gross. It's like, it's one thing when it's like yeah, I understand like girls have had sex with other men, like I get that, right? But like they've showered between then, you know what I mean? Like they don't just bang any dude that comes in a pickup truck off of work, you know? It's probably all sweaty and gross and shit like that, you know what I mean? And it's like the bodily fluids that are getting mixed in there in that cocktail, I think I'm good living without. You know what I mean? Like the mix of like sweat and tears that are going into that fucking.
Oh man.
This show is officially officially garbage. I knew I shouldn't have brought up the prostitute, man. Oh, I got a phone call. I'm not even gonna pause the episode. Hello? Tomorrow. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Could have asked me that tomorrow. Anyway. Let's I think we should move off the prostitutes.
Maybe. Possibly.
Projects, I'll give you $500 and I will pay for the prostitute. Just let me send a prostitute to your house. And you gotta spend the day with her. I don't care what you do. She just has to be with you for the whole day. Play Smash Brothers for all I give a fuck. Huh?
We'll just play some fucking VR games. She's probably never seen that in her life.
How do you know? You
Just
assuming the prostitute is not of high education enough to play VR? The fuck is wrong with you, dude? The fuck are you to be judging her?
About her education, it's just.
How do you know I'm not gonna get a really classy prostitute?
I just don't think that opportunity came up in life to play VR games. For her, so.
That what the fuck? Maybe she's a side, like a porn star on the side, and she's done like VR porn. She knows more about VR than you. She's in VR, fucker. You're not even you're not even in the digital world, you little piece of shit. Judging her. Judging my prostitute before you even meet her. How dare you? I'm insulted. I'm insulted right now. I am. I don't even know if I can do the rest of the show with you, to be honest.
And I figured out what were the movies he also directed.
What did he direct?
Or ones that will more than likely recognize. It's Death Race 2 and 3.
Ew.
Is one hell of a fucking movie lineup. I'll tell you that.
He doesn't have the best resume. I'll put it that way. Death Race 2 is one of those movies that's not technically bad. It's just kind of like meh. Death Race 3 I never watched.
I didn't even think it would follow the same storyline.
I don't think so. Well, because they have like Death Race like 20XX, you know what I mean, on Netflix. And then they have like Death Race, like a world tour Death Race. So like Death Race is taking a weird spin. Like I don't know what the fuck's going on. They have like a future steampunk version of Death Race, or not steampunk, like post-apocalypse, like Mad Max style. It's it's gone a little off the rails, if I do say so myself. But that tends to happen when you have like one successful one and then like a second one that's kind of like mildly successful. You just milk that bitch. It's like Friday the 13th. There's a Friday 13th. Jason Goes to Space. You know what I mean? It's like I don't think we needed that. Like I think we could have survived without that one. Fucking when the aliens come from us and Jason 20XX is the last thing that they see, they're gonna be like, "Who the fuck?" No wonder they died out. This is the kind of shit they watch. Like this fucking terrible Jason movie. Fucking piece of goddamn garbage. I had another piece of gaming news because that seems to be what we've been focusing on lately, but I can't find it. Anything important? Anything else important happened in video games projects? I guess Apex got nerfed. The Wingman and the Peacekeeper.
Apex got nerfed.
Apex put out a nerf. Apex put out a nerf for the Wingman and the Peacekeeper, but honestly, they feel the same.
Isn't anything too big, so
it wasn't enough to like people be like, I'm not picking up the Wingman anymore.
It was for some people for some reason.
Some people are stupid. You could just tell people that they got nerfed and that'd be like, all right, I'm done. You know what I mean?
I feel like a lot of people that are saying that they're like horrible now, they're probably bad with them before the nerf anyway. So
yeah. It's definitely a skill curve, and if you were already at the bottom, you know what I mean. Any nerf is gonna make it worse for you. Yeah. That's why I don't use the Peacekeeper, ladies and gentlemen. I fucking suck with it. But again, I'm one of those people that will admit that I am the problem, not necessarily the gun itself. I guess one last little tidbit is Overwatch has a new character. I know that Projects doesn't give a shit because he hates Overwatch. And he said that if you play Overwatch, you're a dumb pile of shit. Those were Project's words.
I never said that.
He said that.
What you're talking about.
He said that. Nobody listened to Projects. He said that.
It's not like I hate Overwatch. It's like I'm not really interested in it.
Projects isn't interested in it. In my opinion, because he never gave it a fighting chance. It came out when he was busy with other shit. And so, like, he's never been like, oh, I guess I'll give it a shot now. And he doesn't even know what Soldier does. Like, the basic characters. So it was like, he didn't even give it a shot.
Yeah, I do. He's fucking Call of Duty, man.
Exactly. Fuck you.
That's basically what he is, right?
He is Call of Duty, man. Yeah. What are his abilities?
I know one thing is a heal. I don't know, maybe they changed it. I don't know. I know they changed some people. Well, when I like played very limitedly, he had that heal.
Mm-hmm.
He had his ultimate was that like aimbot shit.
Almost.
And he had that grenade ability over there, like that. He'd shoot like 3 rockets out of his.
Look at that, the Helix rocket. Projects can tell you what Soldier can do in Overwatch.
Yeah, the most generic one out of all of them. I could tell you what he does.
And he hates it. He says that anybody who plays it is a piece of shit.
Oh, I don't.
And every time I ask him to play the game, he's like, why would I play that dumbass game that sucks? Okay, it's not true. But I will say that Projects has never given it a fair chance, and I think he'd be awesome at it. I just want him to carry me to Diamond, everybody who's watching. That's all I want. It's for Projects to carry me to Diamond, and he won't do it. He's a little bitch.
There's a lot of work.
No, dude. Just play comp with me, bro. I've already hit Diamond before. It'll be easy peasy lemon and squeezy. I hit it with V. But they have a new hero. I'm gonna spell out his name, Projects. You tell me how you pronounce this, okay? His name is BAPTISTE.
You spell it out for me again?
Baptiste.
Baptiste.
It's
Batista.
Isn't it like Baptist? I thought it was Baptist because he's a healer. His name's Batiste. It's a silent P.
Okay, close.
Why
Batista.
why us as Americans decide to make stupid shit like that with like silent P's and shit? God only knows. I'm calling him Baptist. That's his name, Baptist. I want to play Baptist. But yeah, fuck that dude. And Jesus Christ, we've already been talking for 45 minutes. What have we talked about? Nothing. Just been fucking
Halo and prostitutes.
running. That's the name of the episode. Halo and prostitutes.
Nice.
Halo and prostitutes. Yeah, I don't really have too much to talk about this week. I'm excited about Halo.
I think I have a lot to say on Halo, actually. Well, not
Yeah?
a lot, but I know I have some stuff to say about it.
What do you guys say about Halo? Let me hear Projects talk, because he never does.
Well, it's not all sunshine and roses with Halo coming out.
Uh-huh.
Because they did say it's coming out this year. But there's a big but there. You know, it's coming out this year with an asterisk right there. They're doing the rolling release, where they're releasing it one by one in chronological order. And story wise, I mean, not like when they released. So the first one is going to be Halo or Halo Reach. Obviously, it's going to be fucking Halo. So yeah, the first one is going to be Halo Reach,
Mm-hmm.
which may disappoint people,
Right.
may make people happy.
Mixed reviews on that one.
It's yeah, I don't really. I'm just kind of excited to fuck with the armor customization again.
Right. You want to get that skull
But
face?
I'm not really going to be too hyped on the armor abilities like armor lock and the weapon bloom. That shit's fucking cancer.
For the multiplayer. Just
Yeah.
to clarify for anybody.
Oh, and there's another asterisk there with Halo Reach releasing. It's the multiplayer is going to come with the Master Chief Collection, but you're going to have to pay for the campaign and firefight. So that may, I would say that's more of like a negative, because maybe some people only want to play the multiplayer, sure, but I mean, if people want to play both, and that
Wait. Hold on. For just Reach?
Yeah, for Reach.
I thought
'Cause
Firefight was ODST.
Yeah, it was in there too. It was in both of them.
Oh, okay.
But ODST was first. Yeah, ODST had Firefight first.
Right. Is it just because Reach is not part of the original Master Chief Collection?
Yeah, I assume so.
Oh, God. That's interesting.
Because
I didn't know about that.
it's going to require more work for them, I guess. So yeah, it's going to be split in half. If you only want to play a multiplayer, then that's fine. But if you want to play both, you're going to have to pay extra for the campaign and Firefight too, if you want, unfortunately.
Right.
And then, after that, it's going to be Halo 1, 2, 3, ODST, and then 4. You got to save the best for last, obviously.
The grand finale.
Yeah. One thing that does suck, though, is that I don't think ODST is going to have Firefight. I think it's only going to release with the campaign, which does suck, because I actually think I like Firefight more in ODST than I do in Reach.
I liked it better too, because it felt more challenging, because you were just like a Marine.
I do remember playing that a lot more than I did Reach's. I think I only played Reach or Reach's Firefight like a handful of times.
I remember playing a lot of ODST Firefight because people wanted to get like the achievements and shit for getting to a certain level.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. I was not aware of those things.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people actually kind of realize that, because they did say it in the stream, but it wasn't they kind of like slid past it a little bit. They're like, yeah, we're releasing Reach, but we're gonna also, or the multiplayer is gonna be there, but the campaign and firefight is gonna be premium, like a premium thing. And they just went past it.
Yeah, they just kind of they did like one of those like skirt, like let me just slip through here real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Like under the chaos of people screaming that they're excited that Halo's coming to PC, they're like, and by the way, we're gonna do this. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, as we were saying, like
But
at the end
Halo
of the
3
radio
is
commercials when
coming.
they speed up all the like bad shit.
Oh yeah, they list out all the ways that it could end your life horribly.
Yeah, like may cause cancer. Like, oh, hold on. You want to rewind the tape for me on that one? It may cause what? Fucking cancer? Like shit.
You may blow your intestines out of your asshole.
You may shit your intestines into the toilet. Continue with the Halo thing before we get off track and get on some dumb shit.
Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about the rolling release. I think it is fine in one sense because I don't know if you do you have Master Chief Collection on Xbox? I
Yeah.
don't remember.
We played it.
Yeah, and when it first released, it was literally unplayable.
Well, that's
Like,
what I was talking about. They're like, when it gets released, I feel like it's gonna have a shitload of problems.
That's one of the reasons why I am okay with it, because they said like they're doing that just so they can make sure that it's stable and it's not fucked up. Which is, that's good. You definitely don't want to release it in the state that Master Chief released the first time on Xbox, because it was broken for so long. I literally forgot that I had it, and then that's just how it was for like I think a year, like a year, maybe 2 years.
Yeah, it killed the game. It was so unplayable.
Yeah, it was not good. You definitely don't want to do that.
I remember you couldn't even play most of the multiplayer. It was so bad.
Yeah, you could play the campaign fine, single player.
That's what we did for the first like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Play a lot of single player.
So that's why I am kind of alright with it, but that makes me kind of. I'm also curious of how long it's going to take for them to release
each one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think anything over like a month is going to be a bit much.
Because if they release them all within like 3 months, I think that'd be cool. Like, I think that's reasonable because there's definitely enough content in Reach to sustain most people for like a while.
But not too long, because then people are gonna leave.
Yeah, like the most attractive thing about the Master Chief Collection is that you're getting all of the games for fucking $60.
That and the fact that all the multiplayers are intertwined, I think is pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, they're all like mixed in.
Yeah, you can 1 second be playing Halo 2 multiplayer and the next be playing Halo 4 multiplayer, which is pretty fun because it keeps the game very fresh.
And there's a lot of fucking content in there. I think I saw there's like 67 campaign missions and like 100, like 20 something multiplayer maps. That's a lot of fucking stuff.
It's more than Counter-Strike.
But I mean, it's not all going to be there at all.
I feel like that's also smart for them because it keeps people like coming back to the game in case something does fuck up at the start. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it kind of works like how a lot of game companies doing like live service games right now. But there's not going to be loot boxes. There's not going to be any like cosmetic microtransactions.
Speaking of cosmetics, the Master Chief Collection took away the ability to earn armor. That's kind of lame. That's gonna be the same, right? Like you're just gonna be able to pick whatever armor you want.
I'm not sure actually. I don't know what's gonna happen with the Reach on that sense. Because I don't really remember how any of the systems work in the Master Chief Collection because.
Well, in the Master Chief Collection, you could just pick.
Yeah, I think I do remember picking like the Halo 3 armors.
Like just the sword, I think it was like the infamous one, right? Like the
Yeah.
good players had the sword. You know what I'm talking about?
Like the recon armor and stuff.
Yeah, like um the what's that one like really bulky armor?
Security armor.
The security armor. You
I
know what I mean?
fucking love that armor.
Yeah,
A
you
lot of
could
people
just
didn't
pick
like
it.
it. It thought it looked like a fucking bug, but I love that armor.
You could
so
just
much.
you could just pick it in the
Yeah.
Master Chief collection, which I think is kind of lame. I think they should switch that.
If
but
that's
yeah.
how it's gonna be for Reach, I think that's gonna be pretty lame.
Well, that's how it was for the whole Master Chief collection. You could just customize your like for like Halos like 1 and 2, you could like pick your colors, and then like 3 and 4, you could pick your armor and your color.
Yeah.
Color of choice for me, if you guys are wondering, Seafoam. Love that fucking color in Halo. Seafoam. I like that shit. It's a good one. Seafoam. But yeah, I don't know. I think the rolling release is a smart idea, but I think you're right. They do have to do it quick. It has to be like every 2 weeks. The game has to come out. Some shit like that.
Yeah. That's why them saying that it's gonna release this year is kind of like kind of true, but also not really, because it might take them till 2020 to actually release all of them.
2020 would be kind of lame if it took them the full year. Well, I guess it depends when they release it, huh?
Yeah, because they might.
They should release this motherfucker in June and have it done by the end of summer. That's how it should work.
I was saying they should release it on the 7th month, or the 7th day of the 7th month, just for that, just for the whole thing with Bungie and the number 7.
No, just release it in June.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun.
Release it in June and have it done by the end of summer. All right? Just fucking around. Fucking Bungie. Piece of shit. Or it's not even Bungie anymore, huh?
No,
it's 343 Studios. Yay. That's why fucking Halo 4 sucked dick.
And 5.
I was waiting for you to say 5. The one everybody forgets exists.
They just couldn't make a Halo game good enough. So they have to go back to the originals.
Yeah, that honestly, the remakes kind of like make me happy and sad because like we get to play like the classic games, but like we don't get anything new. But it also makes me sad because we're never gonna get a Star Wars Battlefront 2 remaster.
I don't think it's impossible. It might come out sometime.
I think if EA was smart, which we have all seen is not, they have the license. They would just remaster. They would just remaster Battlefront 2, release it for like the summer so that all the little kiddies can play. Exactly as it is. Do not put any fucking loot boxes in it. Don't fucking touch it. Just HD graphic that motherfucker and put up some servers. Release it for like
some fucking mod support
for like $30-$40 and just rake in the profits. Don't fucking touch it.
Not being $30 or $40, it's being full price.
Well, I'm saying to put it at $30-$40 to not enrage everybody. I'm saying if EA was a smart company, which we have seen is not. You know what? It's not fair. If EA was not a greedy, stupidly greedy company, release it for like $40, right? And then just rake in profit. Because everybody will buy that shit. Even people who don't plan on playing it will probably buy it just to have it fucking remastered. On top of that, while you're at it, EA, since you have the Star Wars fucking contract thing, Republic Commandos. 2 simple words. Money. That is a money printing machine. They might as well have a counterfeiting machine in their goddamn office. You know how many people want Republic Commandos? And how many people would love Republic Commandos if they saw it in an HD version? Like,
that'd be sweet. I can imagine it now.
Make Republic Commandos the hunt for Sev. That can be the first half of the game. Is you going from base to base hunting down Sev till you find him in like a prison being held up by like droids. You know what I'm saying? Count Dooku's coming.
They need to make that storyline canon first.
do they though? Like, do they? Because Sev,
I mean, if they do that storyline, then they would make the storyline canon, I guess. But yeah,
they can't just like brush it off as expanded universe, like in the Star Wars Online, or Star Wars: Old Republic. It wouldn't affect the canon anyway. Who gives a shit? They're just like a fucking random offshoot of the prequels.
I think they like purposely do it so that every like game is canon now, though.
Okay, but again, like it wouldn't affect the fucking it wouldn't affect the storyline as it is. It'd just be like a side thing that happened. You know what I mean? Like Republic Commandos are canon, but they don't affect the story really at all, except for R2D2. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but with fucking who was it? Gregor? That was Gregor, right? Oh, look at that. We're talking about Star Wars. I got a Star Wars show. They could just throw it to the side. Like nobody's gonna fucking bitch about it, and nobody's gonna complain that storyline's canon. I don't know. EA, be smart. Remaster. Here, make it $60, but put it in a bundle. Battlefront 1 and 2. Battlefront 1 and 2, and make the multiplayers intersect like the Halo Master Chief Collection, where you can
the original 1 and 2.
Yeah, the original 1 and 2. Why the fuck would we want the new ones? What the fuck? What's wrong with you?
I thought you were talking about some like weird kind of bundle.
No. 1 and 2, the original 1 and 2 remastered, easy peasy. Make a new Republic Commandos, fucking another easy peasy one. It's these kind of things where you're like, it's not that easy to just remaster a game. It's like, no, I understand that, but like the game is already there. Stop putting loot boxes into fucking, whatever the fuck you're throwing loot boxes into, Apex, and just remaster that shit. Like, please, fuck off. You suck. This is why they were named
cosmetics in Apex. Ooh. Fucking expensive, man.
That's what I'm saying, dude. They're so pricey. It's ridiculous, and it's funny too because I have money in there. I'm one of those people that's not really. I'm not really like loot boxes are evil. Unlike you, which hates loot boxes.
All kinds, all of them.
Yeah, Projects doesn't like any loot box. I'm fine with cosmetic ones.
I hate cosmetic ones that ruin Halo.
That's where I was going. I'm okay with cosmetic ones as long as there's ways to earn better shit by earning it. Like if you can just pay for the piece of armor that took somebody else like a year to get, like I'm not with that. But if you can get like say in Apex, like certain legendary skins were only available through like getting a certain amount of wins with that character.
Yeah,
that would make the loot boxes more okay in my opinion. But EA, please, just fucking Battlefront 2. There's so many so many people have already I'm like, just remake it, dude. Just, you know what? Don't even remake it. Just put up servers for it. You don't even have to like HD. Just be like, hey, do you have Battlefront 2 the original on Steam? We're putting up servers for it. GG.
There are servers up for it right now. I actually don't know if they're still up, but they were.
They're not like officially run though by EA. Like,
well, no, the original one on Steam is run off of GOG servers, I think now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if EA puts up like properly maintained and like actual servers, you know what I mean?
I just remember when they first did that, they ran like shit. They're like super laggy.
Because that's what I was gonna say. Because most people don't like trust servers and shit like that. So if EA just put in like some quality servers, I think people would come back and play. For the nostalgia value alone, EA. You fucking cunts. Also, EA, if you were actually greedy, you would put the game in and put loot boxes to get special cosmetics that weren't originally in the game. See what I'm saying? Like whoa, isn't that a fucking crazy idea, dude? Oh my god, that'd be insane if you were smart enough to do that. Like Rogue Squadron with all the fucking customization. Oh shit, you HD remaster that and put all that shit in loot boxes, dude. Fuck, gonna be more profitable than Apex, dog. But then again, you're EA and you suck dick, so easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah, they suck a little bit of dick.
Yeah,
maybe a little bit, or a lot.
A lot. I'm glad that Halo is getting put on PC. I am not glad that EA has still not made Star Wars great again. Make Star Wars great again.
It's been how long? Like 8 years or something? 8 or 7 years since they've gotten the license.
I don't know.
And they have nothing to fucking show for it.
2033 would have been the one. Anyway,
13.
Whatever. Fucking, I'm stuck on that fucking Jason one. To wrap things up, Halo is coming back to PC. Don't be fooled on the is coming to PC. No, it's coming home. Okay, because it was originally a PC game.
And it is going to be another glorious fucking era of gaming.
Shit show.
Because Halo is back.
Shit show.
Okay.
Shit show. Hopefully not a shit show. EA sucks dick. I got hit on by a prostitute that gave me 75% off, but you don't trust prostitutes that give you discounts. And
that's just one of the red flags you can't look past.
It's one of those red flags you don't click like in Minesweeper. That's it for the episode. I really don't. I don't know. The last couple episodes have been really rambly, but at the same time, I don't give a shit. It's like, who fucking cares? No one's watching this shit anyway. And if you are, thank you very much. You're a kind and gentle soul. I hope you guys all have a good night.
Thank you for suffering through this.
Have a good night and have a good Thursday, because God knows me and projects love Thursdays.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's going to be a great Thursday.
Yeah. Thick Thigh Thursday, everybody. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.